at camp during the week. The headquarters phone number will be listed on your cue sheets as well as the main SAG person. The headquarters phone will be on starting at 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. That's when check-in is. And then it'll also be open until about 6 or 7 p.m. that afternoon. So if you can't reach a SAG person, you can always call the headquarters. The headquarters will be able to get in touch with the SAG people. Headquarters at each location will be open for check-in and registration and questions from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. as well as 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. each day. Local welcome tents will be present at each overnight campsite. This is where you get all your local information. Where's the best place to eat? How do I get to the hotels? Where's the laundromat? Which way is indoor camping? So they're going to be your local knowledge. If you come ask us where to eat, I'm just going to point you over to the tent. So look for the local welcome tent. Some of them even have goodies to give you. They're going to some towns have giveaways to give to you. So make sure you stop by, talk to them, get to know them. Some of the mayors will even be at the local welcome tent, welcoming you to their town. Evening entertainment in each town starts at 7 o'clock unless otherwise noted. Again, visit the local welcome tent for that information, but in each town we have them start entertainment from 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock. Entertainment can be anything from live bands to wine tastings to aerial acrobat shows to movie in the park. So just visit the welcome tent and they'll be able to have all that information for you. Text messaging service. We will have a various number of ways to get information out to you during the week. We have a text messaging service that you can sign up for, as well as we'll be doing stuff through Twitter and Facebook. So if you have those capabilities on your smartphones, which most people these days do, you can always follow us on Twitter and Facebook to get the most recent information, whether it's route changes or weather updates, or even just here's a highlight on today's route for the day. In addition to Twitter, we want to make sure that Cycle North Carolina is trending during the week, so make sure you put hashtag CNCM and then the number 2 and C. So it'll be CNCM2C, and then we hope to get Cycle North Carolina trending during the week. So anytime you tweet, make sure you add that on there. Hospitality at camp will be located close to the shower. That's where our main water source is every day. So you can always look for that over by the shower. We'll have water and some Powerade product there every morning and every afternoon. So just kind of look out for that. In addition, we'll have a message board there that'll tell you about activities going on that night, what time dinner starts, what time breakfast starts. So we'll just have kind of the most recent information for each town on that message board at the hospitality tent. Pre-ordered meals. If you purchase a meal plan this year, you will be given a meal card at check-in with your rider packet. So make sure if you didn't see it, check in your packet that you got at check-in, and it should be in there. That meal card must be shown at each meal. One of our staff members will punch your card every time you go through. Meals are one serving. So if you want to have seconds, wait till everybody's been through the line, and then you can go back up and have seconds. But keep in mind that the caterers prepare for one serving only. Shuttles into town. Shuttles into town in each location will start at 3 o'clock. These shuttles will provide transportation to hotels, to shopping, to dining establishments, as well as any off-site entertainment options. The shuttle should pick up close to camp, so make sure you look for the shuttle pickup sign around camp. Again, they'll start at 3 o'clock. The last pickup in each town will be 9 to 9:30 p.m. So if you want to stay out later, then you'll need to find a cab to bring you back to camp, because the last shuttle will leave at 9:30 p.m. Back to meals. Dinner hours are from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Breakfast is from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. You'll have site maps. You can find site maps at headquarters in your rider packet. and at the local welcome tent to provide you directions on how to get to the meal locations. Most meal locations will be within walking distance to the campsite. If not, they'll be noted on the site maps. Vendors, will have local vendors set up at camp each day. We work with the towns to find somebody to come in to provide something to at least hold you over until dinner time. So it could be pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, local church groups selling sandwiches, or whatever. But we'll try to provide something there at camp each day, and even some mornings to provide you some food options since you're not real familiar with the area. So keep an eye out for that. As I said, they will be there in afternoons and some mornings. Campsite hours. Quiet time starts at 10 o'clock at night and runs through until 6 a.m. the next morning. These are not our facilities. These facilities have let us bring this ride to the facilities. They're nice enough to let us use them, so let's make sure we keep these facilities clean because we want to come back, and so do the town. So we want to make sure that we leave a good impression and make sure we're not leaving a lot of trash. So make sure you pick up after yourself. If you see some trash, just pick it up and throw it in the trash can. If you see trash cans overflowing, let us know. We'll let the appropriate people know, and they can come clear them out. But again, these are not our facilities. We want to come back year after year, and we hope that you'll treat them just as you would at your own home. Shower trucks. Shower trucks will be available beginning Saturday, September 29th. These will be 18-wheeler shower trucks. The hours of operation will be from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. each day. Make sure that you take all your belongings from the shower truck because the lost and found is not the best lost and found in the shower truck. So if you leave something, make sure you head back that night to grab it before they clean up the shower. Luggage trucks. Make sure you have, this is mostly for the outdoor camping. Make sure you have your luggage loaded on the luggage trucks in the morning, no later than 8:30 in the morning. If you're late, the trucks may leave without you because they don't know if all the bags are on or off at that point. So 8:30 is a good deadline for you to get your bags on. If you're there at 8:30 and not on the route, then you're probably one of the last riders to leave. So make sure your bags are on there. If you're staying in hotels, make sure your bags are down in the lobby by 8:30 a.m. as our staff will be by to pick those up throughout the morning. Anybody who has private vehicles or private SAG family members coming with them during the route, we will provide you with alternate route maps that will get you from town to town that will not be on the route. Some alternate routes will get you on part of the routes, but we try to avoid the CNC bike route as much as possible. So personal SAGs are not allowed on the routes at any time. We want to try to keep our routes free of traffic as much as possible. So in your non-rider packets, there should be a list of alternate route directions and site maps for each campsite. Please note if you have an RV or trailer, we have indicated where those RVs and trailers should park in each campsite, so make sure you take a look at your site map to figure out where you need to go each day. Personal vehicles, RVs, and trailers should not access the campsites until 10:30 in the morning. This will allow myself as well as our staff to make sure we get there in time, get everything set up, because the last thing we want to do and the last thing you want to do is have to pick up your campsite that you've already set up because you're in the wrong area. We don't want to tell you to move because we know that you don't want to pack up and move again. So make sure that you're in the right area. Again, look at the site maps. That'll tell you exactly where you need to set up for outdoor camping, indoor camping, RVs, and trailers. We do have vendors along our ride. We have our coffee detail by Rosie's Coffee Service. She'll be selling coffee during the week as well as some danishes and muffins in the morning. So make sure you see her. Coffee for the week is $30 for the cup, or I believe $2 per cup for that each day. Massage therapists will be available. There will be 4 therapists during the week. You can find them in each town. They'll have signs going around. You can sign up for massage therapy beginning Saturday, September 29th in Brevard. Jim Harris with Bike Tour Photo will also be on site to take photos of you during the ride. Keep an eye out for him along the route. He'll be taking pictures, and just make sure you make note of which roll you're on. When you get back to camp, he'll be set up and you can look at the photos and purchase photos from him at that point. Cycling North Carolina will have a CNC merchandise tent this year. We'll have a number of items. We'll have Nike drop fit hats. We'll have any vintage jerseys. We'll have T-shirts, vintage T-shirts for $2. We'll have socks. We'll have stickers, and we'll even have a new line of cycling merchandise available as well. So make sure you visit the CNC merchandise tent. It'll be open from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. each day to allow those cyclists that are getting in late to be able to come by and purchase some items. Last thing we want to leave you with is we want to make sure you have a great week. If at any time you have questions, feel free to come up to the Cycling North Carolina headquarters. Find myself or one of our staff members. We'll all be wearing red CNC shirts during the week, so we'll be easily identifiable. If you just have a question, where's indoor camping, where are meals, feel free to ask us. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to us. We want to get to know you as much as you want to get to know us. We want to be able to find out how we can help you during the week. So we hope you have a great ride. We're excited about this week, and we're looking forward to a full week of great weather, cycling across North Carolina, and a great finish from the mountains to the coast.